Hello, I am Anime&Gamergirl and welcome to my channel. Now, I know last time I promised I would do a video on my opinions on Gala Pokemon and Gala Regional Pokemon. I did do that, but YouTube deleted it. Yes, they deleted it, and by the time I found out, I'd already wiped my drive clean because I was running out of space, so I couldn't save it and I couldn't re-upload it. I don't know why they deleted it. They never actually gave me any clues. But yeah, they've deleted that. Now, in a nutshell, what I'm going to say is I don't like the starter Pokemon. I think Grookey's going to be a grass and ground. Scorbunny's going to be a fire and fighting. And Sobble's going to be a water and poison in the final evolutions. Now, the only Pokemon I do like in so far is Jamper and Wooloo and possibly Corviknight. Now, with Corviknight, I think it should be a Dark and Steel or Dark and Flying, either way. So that's my opinion on them. I think the Grass type Pokemon should get a Fairy typing because they look too much like Flabébé. And that's all I've got to say on the Gala Pokemon release so far. With the Gala Regional Pokemon, with the Gala forms, I think that Zigzagoon and Linoon have had a vampire makeover, which I don't like. And Obstagoon should have the fighting typing instead of normal. And I think Ekans and Arbok should have the grass and poison typing if they do get a Gala form and be based off an adder and a questing beast. Okay, that's all I've got to say about that. I'm sorry it's a bit rushed, but I will add a more detailed video later on. Add a few more on when new Pokemon come out and let you know what I think of the already released Pokemon. But this is just like a sort of summary. So that's what I think of the Pokemon so far. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on my opinions. So thank you. Okay, so today's video is going to be about the survey I did on the most beautiful Pokemon that you guys voted for. I am going to do the top 3 overall and the top 3 from each region. Now, it went really well. I got over 900 votes. Only 846 of them were legitimate. The other 100 and so were insults and trolls. There was quite a lot of hurtful insults, calling me a bitch, an arsehole, bastard, stuff like that in general, because I wasn't accepting spam votes, and it did hurt. It got to a point where I actually deleted a post on Reddit and people still commented to attack me on that. A big shout out to Lilligant Moon on Reddit who stood up for me in that post. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're the only one who stood up for me for that in that post, so thank you so much. It made it so much easier to bear. These little events I do on Reddit are just fun for people. Meant to be fun, not meant to be hurtful. I don't like being hurt like that. And I know you guys don't either. So don't do it to me if you don't like it being done to you. Because in the end, I will get sarcastic in return. And because I was actually getting fed up with it in the end. And for it to come to the point where I have to delete the post because it gets that bad, even though it was just a reminder that you only had 2 days to vote. That's bad. That is really bad. So I'm a bit disappointed, guys. Actually, I'm really disappointed. I'm over it now, but I just wanted to let you know what happened, why the post was deleted, and if you're gonna do that, do it somewhere else, because I'm not interested. I will report you in the future, and that's that. I've had enough. I'm not going to put up with it again. So, in short terms, get lost if you're going to do it. Okay? That's that. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to kick off today's topic with the regional winners, and I'm going to start with Kanto. Now, the Pokemon in the number 1 spot for Kanto is the Firefox Pokemon Ninetales. Yes, my favourite Pokemon is number 1 for Kanto with a massive 32 votes. Yes, I am so glad this Pokemon has won for Kanto. I just wish it won overall. So, yes, I am very happy this Pokemon has won. At least for Kanto. It was one of the first Kanto Pokemon voted for, and it had a consistent run throughout the survey. A lot of people didn't think Ninetales would win anything. They thought it's a lowland form would, so I'm happy with the results. So yeah. In second place, we have the Dragon Pokemon Dragonair. Yes, this second line evolution for Dragonite and Dratini has been in second place. Now, this Pokemon wasn't voted for right off the bat. It was quite a while before it was voted for. Actually, it took about nearly a day before it was voted for. So, I'm quite surprised it's won, but I'm not at the same time. So, yeah. I'm happy with the result in this. It's normal. Some of the results I have had are not normal, and I'll get to that later. Now, in third place, we have the legendary Pokemon Articuno. Articuno was again voted for quite late, later than Dragonair, and I was surprised it got so many votes as it did, just because it was voted for so late. So it wasn't spam voted for, I know that. So good on Articuno for scraping into third place. Now, in fourth place for Kanto, we have Magikarp, which I do think was spam voted for, but I can't actually prove it. So, I want to disallow this, but I can't because there's nothing I can prove, apart from the fact that Magikarp was voted for all of a sudden in small little bursts. So, yes, I do think this is kind of a spam vote, but yeah, it's only just below Articuno with 4 votes in between them. So yeah, it beat Arcanine, Butterfree, and all the other beautiful Pokemon in the Kanto region. So yeah, I think it's a bit of a spam vote. There you have it. Okay, so I'm going to move on to Johto. Now, Johto didn't get nearly as many votes as Kanto. It's one of the smallest ratio of votes, but we do have a clear winner. And the number 1 spot for Johto is Espeon. Now, this is the first EV evolution to win. So, yeah, I'm quite happy with the result in this. Earlier on, it was tied with Umbreon quite a lot, but it broke free and shot up to first place. In second place, we have the legendary Pokemon Suicune. Now, Suicune was voted for quite late as well, like the other second place winners, but it shot up to second place. It's 3 points behind Espeon, so there is quite a close gap in there. So it could have been first, but Espeon just managed to keep that little bit ahead. In third place, we have another legendary Pokemon. This time it's Lugia. Lugia was again voted for quite late on. It got quite a few votes in at the end, which made it take third place, and that it probably wouldn't have won, or it would have placed fourth. So, congratulations Lugia for just scraping into third. In fourth place we have Dunsparce. Yes, this little Pokemon was voted for quite a lot at the start, but towards the end it didn't get any votes at all, which allowed Lugia to overtake it. Now, Dunsparce was the second Pokemon from Johto to be voted for, so I'm not surprised it is in fourth place, but then again I kind of am, because I don't really see it as beautiful, but that's my opinion. I know you all have your own opinions. So that's Johto finished with. Okay, so I am going to move on to Hoenn. Now, Hoenn has the most amount of votes out of all the Pokemon. And you'll probably be a little bit surprised with the results, but you probably won't be. So, it'll probably be the overall result you're surprised with. So, in first place we have Milotic. I personally believe Milotic is overrated, and I was silently cursing anyone who voted for it. So, I'm not happy with the result, but that's my personal opinion. It was not spam voted for at all. So, it is a legitimate win. So, congrats Milotic. In second place we have Gardevoir. Now this Pokemon you probably expect to be next to Milotic in the standings. It didn't get as many votes as I think people were expecting. There's quite a gap between Milotic and Gardevoir, being nearly 40 points. I think it's 37 points between them. So there is quite a gap. So, yeah, that's quite something, really. Unlike Milotic, I wasn't cursing anyone who voted Gardevoir. So, good on you, Gardevoir, for being in second place. Now, for third place, we have a tie. This is going to be the first tie of the video, and it is between Roselia and Altaria. Now, Roselia was voted quite early on. Altaria wasn't. It was voted quite late. But it got a lot of votes. They weren't spam votes from what I could tell, so it's a legitimate win for Altaria. Roselia kind of had dots in between where it was getting voted for. So, yeah, that's why they tied. But good on you, both of you, for being in third place. Now, because there's a tie in third place, I am not going to announce who is fourth. So, I'm going to move on to the next region. So, let's hop to it. Okay, so we are moving on to Sinnoh. Now, the Pokemon in first place here might surprise you. There is 2 evolutions in these rankings, and there is another tie. So, again, I'm not going to announce 4th place, but yes, there is 4 Pokemon in these rankings. So in first place we have the ice Pokemon Glaceon. Yes, this is the 2nd evolution that has been voted for and the 2nd to win. I'm quite happy. Glaceon had quite the steady voting. It has quite a lead on 2nd place. Not nearly as much as Milotic did, but actually nowhere near as much as Milotic did. So yeah, but there's still a good lead. So I do think my Glaceon's quite beautiful in itself. I wasn't expecting people to vote for it, but they did. So yeah, I'm quite surprised at that result, but good on you, Glaceon. In 2nd place we have the favourite for Sinnoh, Roserade. Now, Roserade had quite a good start. I thought it was going to win for Sinnoh, but then at the end, from kind of halfway through, it didn't get enough votes in. It didn't get any votes at all at the end, but Glaceon did, so that's why there's a bit of a gap between them. In 3rd place, there is a tie between Lopunny and Leafeon. Yes, Leafeon is the 3rd EV evolution to reach the rankings. It just about scraped through. Lopunny was in 3rd place for quite a while, but Leafeon got a vote right at the end to tie it with Lopunny. So that's what happened there. I know a lot of people don't see Leafeon as beautiful. I didn't think it was going to get that many votes at all. It really didn't. They both only got 6 votes each. But hey ho, there's not much I can do about that. But that's the standings in Sinnoh. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to Univers, which is the region I had most trouble with. Now, there was a lot of spam votes for Emolga, and a lot of them were deleted purely because the votes were coming in so quick, all together, and at the same time each day. So that just led me to believe that they were spam votes. I did allow a few of them through, but after a certain bit, I just stopped allowing spam votes like that through for Emolga. So it has won for Univers. It is in 1st place. And I can say it would have won if I had allowed all those spam votes through. Because I think there was more like... it must have been close to 100 votes for Emolga. I know at one point I counted 37 votes for Emolga in one go. So, and Emolga already had 16. So that would have put it up to like 40 something. So, which I found, that's when it it got brought to my attention that the person was actually spam voting for Emolga, and they had done so before, but because I let those the before votes through, I decided just to let them stay there, but any more votes like that were going to be deleted for Emolga. So that's the case for Emolga. Now, in 2nd place, we have Lilligant. Now, Lilligant was voted on quite late on. It was voted on really late, but has somehow managed to worm its way up to 2nd place. I'm happy about this. I am really happy. It doesn't allow the trolls to get what they want. So I am happy about this. So yes, it's not what people were expecting, I don't think, but it's what's happened. So go Lilligant for kicking the troll Pokemon out of second place. So in third, we have the regional favourite, which is Superior. Now, Superior didn't get that many votes. I was expecting it to, but it didn't. It only got 10 votes, so it didn't get nearly as many votes as I thought it was going to get. But it's what people prefer, so yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move on to Kalos. Now, Kalos was the region with the least amount of votes, with a lot of them having only 2 and 3 votes. Not many Pokemon actually got voted for as well, so I was quite worried of having to tie everything in third place, because at the very early on there was not that much difference in votes. There still is not. Just first, second and third. There is a fourth place, but that Pokemon's only just. There was a vote right at the end that put it into fourth. But other than that, it would have been tied with like 3 other Pokemon, so I'm not going to announce fourth place for this region. So in first place we have yet another Eevee evolution. This time it is Sylveon. I do find this Pokemon beautiful. I really do. It's one of my favourite Eevee evolutions. If not my favourite. I don't think I have a favourite. I know I have a least favourite, which is Jolteon, which did not get voted for at all. It is the only Eevee evolution that didn't get voted for. But I do believe that Pokemon's more handsome than beautiful, so I can understand why people didn't vote for it. So yeah, Sylveon had a massive lead on second place. I'm not surprised. I was expecting it to win for Kalos. I'm not sure what else I expected otherwise, but yeah, I'm glad it's won for Kalos, and it had quite a lead as well. That's all I'm going to say. So, second place goes to Diancie. Yes, this crystal Pokemon jeweled its way into the hearts of Pokefans and is in second place. Diancie was the first Pokemon ever voted for Kalos, and is well within its rights to win second place. At one point it was tied with Sylveon quite a lot. I thought there was going to be a tie there, but then Sylveon's votes just shot up. Not in a spam way. So I'm quite happy about its placing. Maybe not about the amount of votes it got, because it didn't get as many as it deserved. But then again, it's what you guys voted for, so go Diancie. In third place, we have a surprise entry with Brexen. Yes, this fox Pokemon ended up in third place. Now, Brexen was actually voted for quite late. I don't know how it got so high, but it has. And it was not even in the running to... Actually, no one thought it would make it. So, yeah, that's what happened with Kalos. Finally, we have the Alola region. Now, this ranking is kind of weird. I know people agree with it, but it is really weird. Only one of the Pokemon, no, half the Pokemon ranked are actual Pokemon, the others are kind of like Ultra Beasts. So let's get this started. So in first place, we have another fox. Yes, the Alolan Ninetales has soared into first place. Yes, this Ice Fox has had an amazing reputation throughout the survey. It was one of the favourites to win overall. I can say it hasn't, but it has a massive lead on the Pokemon in second place. Now, speaking of Pokemon in second place, we have Primarina. Yes, this water mermaid seal Pokemon has made it to second place. Primarina was voted kind of in the middle, and wasn't actually a favourite to win. No, it wasn't. But a lot of people did vote for it, and it has a quite decent margin on the Pokemon in third and fourth place, so go Primarina. This is actually the only starter I liked, so yeah, I'm happy with it being in second place. Okay, so third place Pokemon, we have Lunala. Yes, this legendary Pokemon has made it into third, but only just. It was not voted for until very late on. Quite a few people voted for it late on. I don't think it's a spam vote. But it's definitely better than the other options we had. So, yes, I'm quite happy. A lot of people agree with this. So, yeah. Fourth place, we have Pheromosa. Now, this Pokemon was definitely voted for very late. I didn't think it was going to get voted for at all. Because it was voted for so late. And I thought a Pokemon representing beauty, meant to represent beauty, and not get voted for was really strange, but it's what you guys like. That's the main thing. But it did get voted for, and it did manage to scrape into fourth place. So that's the overall ranking for the region so far. I am going to move on to the overall rankings, which you guys might not be surprised to have by now. So let's get this started. In first place, we have the water Pokemon Milotic with a massive 62 votes. Actually, no, 68 votes. 68 votes. It had a massive fan base and was the favourite to win. I am quite... I don't like Milotic personally, and I don't think it's beautiful. But you guys do. So, go Milotic. Congrats on first place. And congrats to anyone who voted for Milotic. And that's all I've got to say about first place. Okay, second place we have the Fox Pokemon Alolan Ninetales. Yes, this Pokemon soared into second place. And I'm happy for it, very happy for it. Cursing anyone who voted for Milotic when it was tied with Alolan Ninetales. I cried when it soared, when Milotic's vote soared. Yeah, so I'm happy with second place, but I wish it had come first. But Milotic obviously has more fans, so in third place we have its Cantonian form. Yes, both Ninetales have come into the rankings. Ninetale, like I said before, the normal Ninetales has 32 votes, while its Alolan form has 35. There's only a 3-point gap between them. Yay! Ninetales, the original, was never a favourite to win. Its votes were very late to put it into third place. It was tied with God of War for quite a while, quite some time. But then the votes for God of War kind of died out, and Ninetales votes didn't. I guess God of War kind of ran out of fans. I feel sorry for God of War, but it is in fourth place, so. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye guys.